That's the funniest part about this argument is that Joe Rogan has openly said that Ron DeSantis is like very good, okay, and much better as a politician than anyone else. I don't know what the deep shame people feel about like who they want to vote for and what they believe in, okay? I openly say like I vote for the Democratic Party, okay? Folks, it's been a long time since I watched a Joe Rogan video on this broadcast. I feel like he's fallen off a little bit. Like he's so hyper invested in COVID stuff. He rarely ever has like cool people on. He did have Stavi Baby on recently. Right? And, you know, we're just going to hit the Joe Rogan thing raw. No cute girl in the studio, none of that. Just hitting it raw. Just you and me, baby. You on the other side of that screen, whether you're on a laptop, on your phone as you're delivering Amazon packages across the neighborhood, and just me. We're watching this shit. Joe Rogan apparently had a little flub and was fact-checked again in real time by Mr. Jamie.
Well, you know, there's people that voted for Biden that are doing it now. They're like, what did I do?
Right.
Like, what did I choose? Like, how is this guy?
Yeah, you just can't listen to an interview or he's saying some of the stuff he said.
Bro, this dude has literally a video game character from 2007 haircut. Like I don't know if it's the low pixelation. I don't know what's going on. This is unironically Max Payne 1, okay? My dude's got the Max Payne 1 haircut. What the fuck? How does it stay like that? How does it stay like that? I feel like his hair is more powerful than the headphones. Like, you know how people go, haha, you have a head dent, right? Like, oh, you took your fucking headset off and you're like, oh, your hair and you're in the top of your dome, it's got a dent. It's like, no, this dude literally breaks the fucking headset with his hair. I don't know how he did it, but congratulations.
Says it just makes no sense at all. It's like you can't listen to those interviews and feel like you made a good decision. I don't know how you could.
Did you hear what he said like yesterday or a couple of days ago? He was talking about the Revolutionary War. He's like, one of the reasons why we lost the Revolutionary War, one of the problems with the Revolutionary War was they didn't have enough airports.
So this is an interesting start to the conversation. Because there are a tremendous number of Biden flubs and gaffes and goofs that you could point to because my man is a gaffe machine. My man was a gaffe machine even when he was all there, right? Great retail politician, gaffe machine across the board. There's never been a moment in Joe Brandon's career where he hasn't like said some silly shit. And also a serial liar and plagiarizer, right? That's kind of his thing. That's always been his shtick. If you track Joe Biden's career, you would recognize that he's always popped off with like plagiarism and also embellishing his past in a way that is not dissimilar to George Santos in many ways. But recently, of course, he has, you know, he doesn't have the mental acuity that he used to have. He doesn't have the mental fortitude. He's not all there, right? In the way that you... As long as, you know, when you get older, in the way that you see your grandparents kind of start to not have the same light behind the eyes. So there's plenty of moments that you can point to with respect to Mr. Robinette Brandon, except Joseph Robinette Rogan posted something weird. So let's take a look at what happens here.
Have you seen that?
I saw that. Like, what the hell?
Like, pull him.
It's crazy.
If you had any other job and you were talking like that,
yeah,
they would go, hey, you're done.
A few moments later.
The same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
So, yeah, that's it.
Whoa.
Right,
what?
Just for the record.
Is that fake?
It's not fake, but he was referencing Trump saying that. Here's what Trump saying it in 2019.
Oh.
Donald Trump said something about that, and he didn't say G.
Okay, so here's one thing that I find to be a massive mistake for the Biden campaign. Talking about Trump's mental fortitude. Now, I know there's a lot of Democratic Party dick riders in the chat who will unconditionally support the Democratic Party no matter what. And they will say things like, you know, Joe Biden is actually all there. This is a moment where Joe Rogan fucked up. But I have a different perspective on this. But I do love Joe Rogan fucking up like this and having Jamie live fact check.
Jesus, he said a stable genius, and that's where the transcription.
Let me hear what it says. What did he say?
In June of 1775, the Continental Congress created a unified army out of the revolutionary forces encamped around Boston and New York, and named after the great George Washington, Commander-in-Chief. The Continental Army suffered a bitter winter of Valley Forge, found glory across the waters of the Delaware, and seized victory from Cornwallis of Yorktown. Our army manned the airport. It ran the ramparts. It took over the airports. It did everything it had to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? Yo! Oh, the Revolutionary Army.
So he fucked up.
Yeah, he did. But I feel like
Took over
that's
the airport.
you can tell too. It sounds like a little different. He's like, you can tell he like messed up his words, but yeah, he was just.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay, got it.
I don't know.
Took over the airport.
Well, that's
Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can say Trump says some dumb shit too. What the fuck? That's crazy.
That's the thing about media these days. It's like
right.
Oh, yeah. It's a much larger problem with media. Bitch, where are you at? You're at the Joe Rogan Experience. You are literally the media doing the wrong thing. So, going back to the Joseph Robinette Rogan moment. Yeah, Joe, they're pissing off the voters to get votes for people who can't vote here.
12:55. Yeah. Did you see that video? There was a video that was going around today of people in Chicago that are furious that the government is giving so much money to all of these immigrants that have illegally migrated into Chicago.
No, I didn't see that.
They're giving them cell phone and $1,200 whatever it is, and these people are fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
And you know, these people that were Democrats are like, hey, if Trump wants to talk to us, come talk to us. Like we're tired of this shit. And I'm like, wow, this is wild to see. These people are waking up. Like, why are you giving people that aren't even from here all this money and a free phone and all this shit? You're not giving anything to us.
That is fucked. It's like
fucked.
I think those people deserve, but that's what it's like. We're seeing that's like, why aren't regular people getting that same shit? Why doesn't everybody just get that? Why is that person getting special treatment where it's like, we're just fucked? I mean, that's the safety net.
They
shit.
shouldn't get it either. What they're doing is they're trying to buy votes. That's what I think they're doing. They're trying to get rid of voter ID, and they're trying to bring people in or allow people to get in and make it easy for them to travel all around the country. And if someone like let you in the country, wouldn't you vote for them?
But they can't vote, can they?
Well, what if they can?
What do you mean, what if they can? But they can't. It's so stupid. You said they buy votes from a group of individuals who literally cannot vote. God, Republican commentary is so idiotic, man. Is so fucking stupid. I can't believe we feed people who are in prison. Damn, Dems buying votes. Joe Rogan isn't a Republican. Learn your facts. Joe Rogan isn't a Republican law. That's the funniest part about this argument is that Joe Rogan has openly said that Ron DeSantis is like very good. Okay. And much better as a politician than anyone else. I don't know what the deep shame people feel about like who they want to vote for and what they believe in. Okay. I openly say like I vote for the Democratic Party. Okay. I'm not a Democrat. I don't like the Democratic Party. I regularly criticize the Democratic Party. But having said that, I vote for the Democratic Party. Okay? That's it. It's the lesser evil voting. That's what gets me every fucking time. Having said that, I'll still use my voice and my community to try to get the Democratic Party to do to do things that are objectively good, right? He's just against the deep state and realizes how fucking corrupt everyone is. No, he's not, brother. You are not against the deep state if you were fucking pro Ron DeSantis. The fuck do you mean? And if you're pro Donald Trump, you're not against the deep state either. Donald Trump is not an anti-deep stater. He was literally the fucking president. Shut up. It's so stupid. It's so incredibly stupid. He's not pro Ron DeSantis. He can say he has some good policies. Yeah, good policies like what? Fucking banning books in school? Fuck me, dude.
But they're talking about not having voter ID.
But you have
like, what do you think that they were talking about it in New York? They were going to try to make it so that you weren't, if you weren't a citizen, you could still vote in New York.
Interesting.
That was something that was discussed, right?
I don't know, because my dad
Google
can't
that thing
vote.
about New York.
I think it was discussed, but I don't know that's
attempts to have.
Anyway, the most important thing to understand is if the Chicago residents also got that, Rogan would also hate it and consider buying of votes. It's funny, I think Stav is about as good as anyone I've seen disagree with Rogan using the tone of agreement. Rogan is lazy shit again.
Nature, man.
And I think the thing, I prefer what you're saying is like, let's cover our bases, which we don't do right now.
Right.
And I think the thing that I think just as likely for if you give somebody free money, they're not going to do shit. We're fucking trapped in this opposite thing where it's like people have to fucking work hard as shit to barely make it.
Yeah.
Where it's like that zapping all that human potential too, because those people are just surviving at shit that they don't have time to fucking, because they just have to make rent. Fucking everything is more expensive.
Right.
You don't have any time to fucking, and I.
This is another great point. If the vaccine was going to kill us all and the rich or the elites were doing it intentionally, then why were the rich and the elites among the first to get vaccinated? Remember all those stories about rich people trying to buy their way to the front of the line? Yes, exactly. But don't fucking, no. Don't ask that to the dumb motherfucker whose life is shit, who thinks that he's in on a fucking conspiracy. Okay? It's so stupid. Guys like that anti-vax shatter show up here to be annoying because they have worn everyone else's patience thin being this way for damn near 4 years. Type of guy that makes you start eating lunch in your car at work. Yeah. I mean, that's like, they got to go somewhere. They've been profoundly fucking annoying. They've lost all their friends and family. Their only way of like, feeling alive at this point is basically duking it out with motherfuckers and trying to get them to listen to what they have to say, like they're speaking the fucking truth when no one has died. Why does it trigger you so much though, Hasan? Why does dumb shit trigger me so much? That's a silly question. Reactionary policies that lead to people unironically promoting idiotic, wrong pieces of misinformation that damage public health initiatives is always going to be something that I fight back against. I mean, I argue against people for way sillier shit than this. It's so dumb. I want to bring people back to, I want to bring people back to reality desperately. That is why I talk about this kind of thing all the goddamn time. Because I don't want those people to be like fucking psychopathic losers who fall deeper and deeper into the pit of conspiracy. Well, it is true. You're so stun-locked. That's why I said you're trying to make a shitty point. Chatters are dumb as fuck. Oh, got it, dude. You're fucking so enlightened that you're now saying that it's because the chatters are stupid that I'm making a shitty point. That's what it is. I'm far from being a conspiracy theorist, but something we can actually agree on is that the vaccine resulted in serious side effects. Wow, fucking. I'm done. I'm done reading fucking vaccine shit. Let's move on. I'm done. I'm not, like, even fucking Megaphonics is trying to fucking get my attention here. We're moving away from the vaccine shit. Okay, and we're talking about Stavros, Stavy baby.
I do agree with you that kind of the middle ground is get their basic needs met and then let them be able to work, but not have to fucking work, 60 hours a week or whatever the fuck, or work 40 hours, but it's grueling for less pay. Like, because you do need that time. You need that space to, I think
if you want to get
correct.
ahead and you want to figure your own path in life, you got to have some time.
Yeah.
It's going to either cut into your sleep or it's going to cut into your social life. It's going to cut it, but you're going to need some time.
Totally.
And that's the one benefit for a motivated person for universal basic income.
Right.
But my feeling was when I watched everybody during the pandemic when they were all getting unemployment. How many people didn't want to go back to work? They just wanted that free money. I was like, ooh, this is wild.
I mean, but some of that also is that they were like, because my friends were like, what the fuck? This is like like I'm making less money working hard as fuck on what unemployment pays. Like, this is what the government thinks you barely need to subsist. And when I go back to work, I make less than this, and I work fucking hard as shit. I mean, it's also a problem of, like, I think people also saw in that moment how mistreated they were being and how underpaid they were being a lot of the time, where it's like this low pay, which it wasn't that much money, right?
Well, they started ramping up pay at a lot of places after the pandemic.
Yeah.
They ramped up pay everywhere. Like, they advertise, like, high pay. Like, places like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, what does McDonald's pay now? I think it pays, like, $18 an hour. Nature, man.
One of the funniest parts about this conversation that people always bring up for some reason is like, and liberals do this on Twitter a lot, is that, oh, well, a lot of leftists claim that like higher wages would bring would bring about inflation, right? And yet they seemingly hate it now that inflation is upon us. And it's like, first of all, brother, what are you talking about? Like, the inflation predated the higher wages, dumbass. What the fuck are you talking about? And Joe Rogan is an absolute moron for perpetuating this fucking stupid ass take too. I guess, you know, this should make the Twitter liberals who love capitalism and love dunking on the left or whatever really reconsider their position when, like, Joe Rogan is saying the same exact shit that they're saying. Great. Good stuff. I love that this guy started out by saying Joe Rogan is not a conservative, by the way. It's like believing the top of the hour ad break is actually just a myth. That's how silly that shit is. Joe Rogan 100% has a shit ton of conservative beliefs, okay? He always has, and he's certainly got them way, way, way worse, okay? The ad break is not a myth. It's real. It's very real, and you will see it unless you subscribe for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. 34MKD50, thank you for the 50 get the subs. Allowing 50 people to no longer believe in the myth of the top of the hour ad break. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. If this was true Machiavellian stuff and not just Chicago Dems wanting some place for migrants besides O'Hare in the streets, maybe the GOP could use some info to win elections by housing some migrants in their communities.
Exactly, dude.
They actually practice when no one's around.
A fine artist, like, I respect them more than fucking comedy. And I love that, though. I think it should be the low. I like that we're the lowest form of show business.
Yeah, it's good.
We're fucking idiots. I mean, we are dumb as fuck. We have, like, a type. Some of us have a type of intelligence, or like I think what I like is emotional intelligence. I can pick up on people, but I'm not fucking reading books anymore.
Most of my mind, I think my brain is essentially like a tachometer. Like, I can redline that bitch.
Yeah.
And, like, if I have scientists and I have to have discussions with them, or if there's something serious that I have to debate about with someone, I can redline it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm cruising on the highway at a steady 2,500 RPMs.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a golf cart. I'm just going fucking, hey, guys, how we doing? Let me tell you about what time my dick didn't get hard.
He means he fucking regurgitates Facebook memes that he has in his fucking meme folder, by the way. Everybody wants to feel smart. It's a perfectly understandable thing, okay? People want to feel smart. People want to feel like they're in on something that other people are not in on. And this creates this, like, weird cycle. I mean, plenty of you guys do the same thing. I do it as well. But plenty of you guys are doing it literally right now. Like, you listen to what I have to say, and then instead of doing your own reading further, instead of investigating it on your own, which I do always recommend, you oftentimes just, like, regurgitate what I've said, and maybe you didn't even fully understand what I had said, and then someone will, like, come in and own you or whatever with their talking points, and then obviously, like, it doesn't feel good. But that is, you know, you got to do more investigating beyond what I'm saying. Bro, please, you're not smart. I've never said that I am smart. DJ Swag Nasty, thank you for the 5 get the subs. I don't know why you're... Shut up, dumbass. Why are you such a... We literally unbanned you after, like, 2 years, and, like, your first fucking... You have non-stop nonstop been fucking trolling. I've never said I'm a smart person. Yeah, but when you explain stuff, it's in detail for the most part. But yeah.